Sergio Studios. Extra. Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sergio Dominguez, and I just want to do a little production vlog for this cartoon that I'm developing, and it's called Animated Tour. Now, as you can see, it's been in development hell for this long, and I'm just trying to figure out how to make this cartoon, because this is an original cartoon for the Sergio Studios channel, and I've been working on it for that amount of time, and I'm still working on it. I'm trying to figure, I have ideas for the story and I know who the character is, but I'm still kind of developing it and still trying to figure it out in between other projects I have, and I just want to show you the production process and what I have so far for now. So let's take a look. Okay. This guy is named Bezquo, and the reason why his name is Bezquo is because I just wanted to make up a funny cartoon name, and I just try to think of letters that I haven't really used for names. So I was like, I never had a character named with the letter B, or I never use Z or Q, so I just try to put it all together and make it sound like a funny sounding name. And yeah, this is his first earliest official design when I did this, and yeah, for a while he was gonna look like that, but I decided it's too familiar. It's inspired by a couple of cartoon characters that are familiar, but I tried to be inspired by it but not rip it off that much. So I did draw the character in that kind of design for a while. Design for a while, and he was gonna look like this. So I was just trying to draw concept art and what the character would look like. So when I drew that, I drew this, a little bit of doodles here. I want him to have a big comical nose. So the cartoon is gonna be, again, like Cinema Tour. Remember Cinema Tour? It's inspired by theme park rides, which I love very, very much. So I want to do another kind of video like that, but try to use different forms of animation. Use even more stop motion, but execute a little bit differently. And hopefully hand-drawn animation for this cartoon, because I created Bezquo so he can be animated in a very cartoony way, as you can see here. So I wanted to be a mixed media effect of super cartoony animation with a stop motion backdrop. And me trying to figure this out again. Try to take notes that I've made in Cinema Tour. But the protagonist in the Cinema Tour was puppet cutout animation, so I wanted to make it a little bit more cartoony. But it's too rip-off-ish. I wanted to be vary it a little bit more. But I just had so much fun drawing this character for a while. Yeah, I love the looks and faces and stuff, so I was stuck to that. Because I love drawing circle, oval eyes, as you've known and seen my work, and simple cartoony expressions. So I want to make a cartoon that utilizes that strength that I have, I guess. Oh, that's cool again. Adorable, but no. So let's see. Now, developing the story is not done. I have ideas for scenes and me trying to put it all together. There's no script yet. And I've been trying to figure out how to execute the script, because originally it was going to be written, but I didn't have the story written in terms of dialogue, so I'm like, I have it visually in my head. How about I storyboard this? It should have been board driven. And I was starting to storyboard it, but again, creatively I just stopped. Before all that, I did write an outline. I did write a nice outline, but it still didn't feel complete enough. So maybe I should use the same method that I've done with the Sergio show, where I would take the outline of the story, record, and improvise the dialogue, and work from there. It's a kind of method I don't use for Sergio Studios cartoons. It's always done with the Sergio show currently. But, with Sergio Studios cartoons, I always go written and storyboard. Well, a lot of times storyboard first, then written. But in this case, I feel like I'm going to have to make an exception because I have the ideas down. It's almost fully realized, but I feel like I have to record. I have to get the dialogue out of me and the story out of me if I just record and improvise the whole thing. Another bit of concept art, me trying to get this out technically. Tried different utensils, obviously pencil, and I think did I use my left-handed pen? I don't think I got it at the time. No, not yet. So. Also, I knew what kind of facial expressions I want the character to go throughout the cartoon. So you can see all this. Happy facial expressions. And also other expressions. Since it's based on classic cartoony cartoons that I loved growing up. I don't think I've utilized it as much as I have. But hand draw animation is a complicated process and it's very tedious, and you do need a lot of people and even a satellite studio to put this together. But with me doing it by myself, I do obviously have to cut corners and try different methods, as you've seen in a couple of cartoons that do require or have some hand draw animation. So this is going to be an interesting frontier for me, which is fine. These Sergio Studios cartoons are always supposed to be things I haven't done before, because the Sergio show has always been a comfy little place for me to comfortably, quickly make cartoons, while Sergio Studios is very experimental and me trying things I haven't done, and the video will obviously take a long time to make. I do love this face. More facial expressions. Even more facial expressions. I mean, it's gonna... I know what the character's gonna go through emotionally throughout this thing, but in this case, I need to do a little bit more. I need to, but it's getting there. This is some concept art with a camera, animated. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I've been drawing that face a lot. The character is surprisingly complex psychologically. He's very confident, he's full of himself, but he also knows he isn't really the best. And he's going to go through some adventure to really emotionally realize all that. And there are two characters or more. One is Bezquo, and the other character is you! Just like Cinema Tour. And that's what we have here. Another visual concept art. And storyboard panels. I actually was doing storyboard panels in Toon Boom, but I was prepping myself, so I just took, this stencil and just drew out some storyboard panels. Let me see. Okay, more Bezquo drawings. All right, now we're catching up to now. So let me see. Okay, good old Bezquo. So Bezquo here, I was like, okay, his body was going to be oval. Then at one point, I think you saw it, he was going to be bean shaped. So ultimately, I made the decision to make it a little bit more unique shape. I wanted it to be round. For sure, I wanted him to be round. So in this case, I made them out of 2.5 circles. One circle here, one circle here, and one small one in the middle to connect them together. So hopefully it gives them more of a familiar but more unique look than the oval shape or the bean shape. And I'm trying to imagine how it would look like in a suit. You know, his uniform for work, because he is going to be a tour guide in this. What I want to do also story wise is not have stop motion characters in this like I did with Cinema Tour, and have it all be location in different stop motion animation styles, no other characters. Just have this be more psychological and personal with this delightful character. But have him be a little naive, but when he screws up, he does have some self-loathing and struggles, like all of us. So that's what we're trying to get across with this character. But you see another sample of him in that suit. I want it to be a vest. What do you think? Vest? Tour guide vest. I want it to be different from, you know, obviously Len from the previous cartoon. Another visual example. I was also trying to figure out how much of the dashboard, the driving front area are you going to see, because in Cinema Tour there was no front part because of this area, but in this case I do need to show a little bit more of the dashboard because the character is shorter. I want it to be like a cute little short, like squishy cartoon. He's a literal cartoon. He's not human, he's not an animal, he is a literal cartoon shape. That's what I also want to execute. You know, he's not an animal, human, just shapes. Remember, I just drew nostrils on this character. But, there's another one. Like, how much of him is going to be on the screen with the format and everything. Haven't gone to testing yet, but look. Ooh! Ooh! Moo! Again, love that visual expression. This again, him being really angry. I do love his round bulbousy nose, but I'm going to think a different direction with the nose. Oh, he's sad. Yeah, like I said, what he's going to go through emotionally and the positions he was going to go through and poses. You know, it's a lot with this character, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun when I try to figure the story out and think of the dialogue and the techniques. But, you know, this is a special kind of thing. Nah, I think he fainted. Trying to draw more hand poses and stuff. So. Yeah, he's doing ta-da, haha, yeah. You're like again, more doodles with this character. Just want to put his big bulbousy nose on like a table or something. So. Oh. I do have a voice for the character, but I'm still figuring it out. But I do know what I want to do vocally with the character. He's gonna talk something like this. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it too high pitched. I gotta be sure to lower it a little bit. But you know, he's a little guy, and but he loves his job, and he wants to take care of us guests here in this animated tour. Yeah. So you know, I'm still working on it, but I want the character's voice to be fun to perform, as I do. Oh, hold on. There we go. Some nice things here, like more facial expressions. Oh, originally he was gonna have 3 hairs, but I decided to make it 5 hairs because I do love the number 5 and 10. I love 5s and 10s, and as you can remember, the Sergio character has 5 hairs sticking down. So in this case, maybe I should make it 5 hairs instead of the common 3 hairs you see sticking out of a lot of cartoon characters. So I was like, oh, let me do a little bit more. This is me trying to figure out the perspective. Yeah. See, 5 hairs, the body shape. More trying to figure out pose wise and design wise, especially when he looks front view. Oh, that's good. I have this pose in mind. I've drawn this pose a bunch of times, and yeah, it's gonna be a nice pose when I get to it. This is supposed to be a backdrop, and I'm trying to figure out the perspective of that. But it's a backdrop for the stop motion part of the cartoon. So what we have here is oh yeah, again, rough draft of what the backdrop for one of the areas is going to be. Oh, this one I'm supposed to yeah, because he will get mad. I don't want to say why, but it's going to be fun until it isn't. You know, seeing this character mad is going to be fun. Another example of him getting mad. These are two of my favorite poses of him, like going yeah. Huh? Trying to like just really break that down and flesh it out. See how it looks front view a little bit. I think I use my left-handed pens for these. Yeah. He has no clothes, but he's gonna wear clothes. He's gonna have his tour guide uniform. Yeah, that's me. That's me, Pasquale. I can do this. Haha. Huh? Huh? Yeah. We're gonna have a moment where he's gonna do that. No, here's some internal struggles like yeah. Nice pencil designs here. Oh, ah. This is him breaking down different parts. Like I put his leg and his hand and things separately. His arm. So the reason for that is because I don't. There might be some puppet animation elements, but I want him to at least have hand drawn inspiration to him. So we'll see. Excuse me. Can't you see your dada's busy? Yeah, you're busy little guy. Okay. Another drawing of Bezco in his little tour guide uniform. This again. So these are the locations. I don't want to say what kind of locations are, but some of the locations are going to be in this cartoon, if I can get this out of my head properly. Animated tour. I think that's going to be the title for the cartoon. We'll see. It's Pasquale. Oh boy, me. Him again. I don't like the mouth too low. And also, this is where I updated the design a little bit, where his nose is now a curve. It's not a complete circle. I thought it'd be also you make it more unique, because there are a couple of cartoon characters where it's round bulbousy noses, but say like a complete circle drawing wise. So I decided, no, let me make it a curve. So, and I try to reduce the bulbousness of his feet. Try to give it a different shape, and that's what we have here. This is the latest one too, for now, but I mean, still trying to flesh this character out. More angry because I gotta figure that out too. It's gonna be a nice anime show where he's like puffing in and out really bad. So it's gonna be good. Alright, I gave him bigger eye design. Try to make the nose smaller. When he sits, I want him to be squishy, so when he does like sit down or move around, he has a squishiness to it. More poses. I think we're gonna go with this bigger eye, smaller nose, less Bulbasaur feed. We're getting there. We're getting there. I do like the voice for the character. Yeah, this is gonna work. Jeez, seeing the whole evolution of this character design wise is crazy, but it works. Yeah. Can't wait to give you all a nice, wonderful tour. Yeah. When we get there. And that's it for now with the whole animated tour development. Still, everything I said about it, that's what I'm working on so far. As of this recording, maybe in the next video, I'll talk about other stages in production. But this is what I have so far. So, well, we'll see. You know. Hopefully the cartoon will be fun and maybe there'll be a nice outcome out of it. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. That's all I can say for now. But we'll see. So thank you very much for watching this here production vlog of Animated Tour. So questions, comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, thank you very much for watching. I am Sergio Dominguez saying have an animated day.